Good morning and welcome. Yesterday, today, it's Monday again, the 11th of February. Today, we're going to be going back to the 11th of February, 1898. And first up, we're going to check out The Woman's World, which is the weekly column that the Dover Express apparently deems necessary. And of course, it's totally full of fashion and nothing much else, except from a little bit of knitting. A new fancy has taken hold of those women who have much money to spare. It is to match the eyes with beautiful, costly gems. Fabulous prices are being paid for diamonds of brown, rose, canary, and even black colour. The women with blue eyes will wear the dainty turquoise, and to add to the beauty and match the brightness thereof, often will be set with clear white diamonds. Diamonds belong most essentially to the deep, dark, black-eyed beauty, but she cannot have the monopoly of this radiant jewel. For so many of her sister women have bright eyes that they will have the other stones set with the diamond, and thus add not only to the beauty of the simpler stones, but to the lustre of their own eyes. See, there you go. Gone are your days of monopoly on diamonds, you black-eyed beauties, apparently. And moving outside of the women's world now, we're going to go to a story that's headlined, "Leave the Babies at the Door," and you can imagine what's coming from the headline. Kansas City mothers can check their babies at the door when they go to church, also their bicycles and umbrellas. The Reverend J.W. Hansher, pastor of the Grand Avenue Methodist Episcopal Church of that city, is responsible for this startling innovation. The mothers will leave their little ones, and each mother will receive a check. Now, you would hope that is some kind of primitive daycare, right? But the fact that it mentions bikes and umbrellas in the same sentence is disconcertingly unambiguous. But, you know, one can only hope, I suppose. Hobbies of certain well-known ladies reveal a wide selection that proves that in such personal pastime, choice does not run in settled grooves. While the Duchess of Newcastle delights in her gigantic wolfhounds, Lady Brassy inclines to pugs and Countess de Grey dotes on bulldogs. Lady Marcus Beresford has a strong love for cats, of which it is said she keeps over 100. Princess Henri of Battenberg has a number of Angus rabbits, and from their long wool she works many useful articles. Well, who'd have known, right, that people have different pets, and surprise, surprise, rich old money were insane, crazy cat people. Now, the next article I found, I'm actually not going to read because it's absolutely absurd and it's really long. But there is an entire page, and it's not a small page, it's an entire page. This has got to be like several thousand words on the cultivation of plums, which is fine, you know, cultivating fruit, why not? But the first sentence reads, "The colour of plums is very varied." And it goes on like that. To say that there's any information on actual cultivation of plums is a stretch. So anyway, if you fancied a change of scenery, this advert might have been just the thing. Emigration to Canada, free grants of land in Manitoba. Also, cheap improved farms. Classes wanted, capitalists, persons with moderate incomes, farmers, farm labourers, and young men desiring to learn farming. Special arrangements for domestic servants. Canada exports largely farm and dairy produce. Canada has gold and other minerals in abundance. Also, immense forests, productive fisheries, important manufacturing industries, the largest area of fertile land available for settlement in the world, and a growing import and export trade in all commodities. Pamphlets, maps, reliable information and advice on all matters of interest to intending settlers and to trade and commerce of the Dominion may be obtained gratis and post-free on application to the High Commissioner for Canada. Now, as great a deal as that sounds, and as much as that makes Canada sound like an absolute wonderland, you do have to wonder why they had to go with such a hard sell. I mean, for a start, they under classes wanted. It starts at capitalists and ends in servants, and it has pretty much everyone in between. So They could have saved an awful lot of print there by just saying classes wanted everybody. And then it goes on to list how much of a wonderland it is. I do wonder how much of a harder life they got when they arrived compared to what they were expecting. Still, I'll leave you this very important piece of local news. Last week, the master bakers of Dover dined together at the Metropole Hotel. They dined well. After dinner, songs and toasts occupied the evening, which passed off very well. Fantastic, as long as the master bakers are doing alright, eh? That was yesterday, this is today. Have a good one.